If you have a startup or you have a SaaS product, it is definitely a requirement to have a dashboard or personal area for your customers and users. Usually you retrieve the data from your database and then you send this data into your dashboard, and then you visualize all the elements within the dashboard using this data. But how you let users to change this data? The most common approach is to add a button or to add a link. When the user click on this element, you show a pop-up and then the user change the data within this element, and then you send this data into your database and then I update it. But there is a shorter way to do the same. It calls auto binding in Bubble. How you can use it? Essentially, this functionality lets you to send the data right from an input, and once the user changes the data within the input, you automatically change it to the database and the data is going to be updated. So let me show how it works. Let's have a look on my database, and today I'm going to work with a CRM database, and let's go to app data, and today I have 7 rows. And let's move back to design, and here I have my table. I'm currently working with CRM project, and let me remove the data I currently have inside, and let's refresh the page and have a look of what I have here. Today I'm going to work, so this is a table, and today I'm going to work with these 2 columns, devices and clicked. So my task is make this field. Once I would like to change something and fill this input, I want the data be sent right to the database and update this field. How can I do that? It's quite simple. I just send the data from my CRM database right to the devices, and then I'm going to tick this element, enable auto binding. In order to let our input send the data directly to our database and update the data within the database, we need to tick this element, and then we need to add a field to modify. Currently it's set here, and let add 1 more column, and I need to update the data source. I would like to add clicked, and here I need to change a field to modify. It's going to be clicked. So let's refresh the page and have a look what we have here. And now I would like to change something. Let's say I would like to change 10 to 2, and it says that I don't have any permissions to modify this. What happened? The reason why it happened that there is no rules, no privacy rules. It means essentially that we need to add some behavior to let Bubble's system to show that which group of users are eligible to change, modify, and update the data inside our database. In my case, it's going to be a current user which is logged in, and then we need to tick to allow users auto binding, and then we need to add columns which our user can change. So in my case, it's going to be all the columns, let's say, right? And now we need to make our user logged in, right? So now I have a page, a table, and I need to move to the index page in order to log in my user. And my user is logged in, right? So now in this case we have logged user, and let's move back to our tables page, and let's try to change something inside our table. Let's say it's going to be 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 27, 28, and 29, right? Okay. And let's go back to our database and check what values do we have inside our database. It's going to be an app data, and we have all the numbers we just set. So everything works perfectly. You see how easy and how smoothly and how easy you can send through the input and outer binding functionality updated content right to the database without unnecessary movements.